Okay guys, what's up? Another amazing day in the cryptocurrency community. So today we're going to look over a bunch of stuff. I'm going to try to do it quickly. So what we have on today's schedule is a little bit of news, not much. Some trading analysis from TradingView. We're going to look at the market caps as well as some tokens. So BeeToken, that is having their pre-sale coming up, as well as it will be Gaia platform as well, and as well as Strike BitClub and Dioreum. So those 4 tokens we're going to review. Some of them haven't even come out yet. We're also going to look at the Bitconnect 2018 roadmap really quickly, just give you my first impressions when looking at it. We're going to look at some future ICOs coming up here in December and 2018. And that's about all. So we'll try to get through that quickly. I'm also going to give away a little bit of Bitcoin or Ethereum. So with that being said, we will jump right into it.
Just go take a break, go get a drink, just not on it. What to do? The water's clear on the other side. Do you believe her when she cries? I'm talking bodies, you're talking eyes, and there isn't a reason you can't get by. I'll be here when it gets too much, lying in bed and our fingers touch. It's just something meant for us. The rest can't guess, but it's all pure luck.
Hey, I hope you guys liked that intro, and you know, we're trying to make this channel better every day, and sometimes we have to stay up all night working, so I hope you guys appreciate it, and the comments really help to keep us going. We're gonna play a little bit of music in the background today. Let me know if it's too distracting, just because some of these videos can get long, and you know, it's more comfortable and you stay longer if there's music. Yeah, so I hope that's not too loud in the background. It shouldn't be. Turn it down a little bit more. Okay, so starting off with our giveaway. I typed in the URL, just have to actually do the draw now. And the winner is Jesse Shepler. Keep up the good work, man. Love the vids. And thank you so much for the feedback. I've been working at this channel for a few months now. I got into cryptocurrency long time before I started making videos, but I wish I would have started doing it sooner. But a lot of times you need something to push you to do it, right? So, you know, now that I'm getting more used to making videos, we'll definitely, you know, be doing more and things like that. So I'll make sure I send this to you after, but we have a lot to get through, so I'll do that after the video. Don't worry if you don't receive it, message me, but I trust myself to remember. So starting with some news. PayPal co-founder says Bitcoin is underestimated, compares it to gold. We're seeing a lot of this happen now all these tech companies, Yahoo, a couple days ago, they're all saying how, you know, Bitcoin is very underestimated because they were around with the first initial, you know, internet boom. So they know what it looks like when something, you know, has potential. So Bitcoin, or billionaire venture capitalist and PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel has been a long-time proponent of Bitcoin. At the Future Investment Initiative in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Thiel once again reiterated the potential of Bitcoin, stating that people are underestimating it. So, longtime Bitcoin supporter, saying it's digital gold. It's like a reserve form of money. It's like gold, and it's just a store of value. If Bitcoin ends up being the cyber equivalent of gold, it has a great potential left. I like Bitcoin compared to gold. I was buying gold about 4 years before I started buying Bitcoin. I knew about Bitcoin at the time, but you know, I just wasn't familiar with how to buy it and things like that. So I ended up buying gold because, you know, a friend of mine's family member was selling some, you know, offering me an ounce of gold. So I bought an ounce of gold. It went down in value over 4 years, and I just ended up selling that ounce of gold recently for less than I bought it for. So if I would have put that money in Bitcoin instead of gold, I would, you know, be at a different place right now. But I'm very humble, so I don't need a lot of money. The trick is actually feeling successful, you know. So whether you have a lot or a little, abundance is really using what you have to the fullest potential. So that is the trick. I like you know, Bitcoin compared to gold because that ounce of gold I couldn't break up and you know, give it out in small amounts very easily. I also couldn't spend it. There would probably be nowhere to go to spend it, and I'd end up having to sell it for less than it was worth. Bitcoin, you don't have to do that. It's very easy to sell, and you can sell it almost instantly. Roger Ver saying, who wants a Bitcoin Cash Visa debit card? Bitcoin.com is going to be bringing it to you soon. But a lot of these tokens need to keep up, you know, hype. So they have to keep presenting this kind of stuff, you know, their future plans and things like that. So, you know, are they doing this because they want their token to go up in value, or are they doing this because they think it really, there's a need for it, right? And I see the same type of things with the Bitconnect roadmap, right? They're doing it a lot of those things out of necessity, but we'll get to that. Here's the .com bubble versus crypto bubble from Bitcoin Daily here, or Bitcoin Day. Yeah, daily. Crypto market cap as of December 2017. We are here, so we're in the very early stages. That's why when people say it's a bubble, they're not really looking at the bigger picture. If we're a bubble, we haven't even, you know, blown up yet. We haven't even got any air in us yet, really. So that's something you guys got to remember. I've got to remember too. It can feel like, you know, it always feels like it's the top. It always feels, you know, Bitcoin has exceeded our expectations, at least mine. So it's hard to look forward and say, okay, now we're going to double, triple, go up 10 times when we've already exceeded the point where I thought we'd ever be at. Here's some technical analysis from tradingview.com. I like how they have this where people can do analysis, and then they get curated in the best analysis for each coin you can find pretty easily. or you can start learning to do your own trading analysis, but I'm not going to get too lost in that. But I do think it is a good skill to have and learn. You can never really predict 100% what's going to happen, but you're still way ahead if you do understand, you know, these charts. So we'll start that journey with you, you know, and share our findings with you. So we already did a little a 2-part video for charts and technical analysis. You can check that out on our channel. But basically, this this person's analysis, they're saying put a stop loss at 18, sell entry. So I think this is their entry price here in the blue. This doesn't look right though. Looks like it's reverse, upside down, right? So, but this is just their way of doing it. So they're saying here, if they buy here, they make, well, actually, if they buy around 14, 15, they're going to double their money if they sell at 20, right? Not necessarily. They'd have to have bought at 10,000 to double their money. So this is probably one of their, you know, entries, and this is very confusing, all these lines. But we'll just look at what they're predicting is going to happen. It's going to go up and then down, right? Let's see, compare that to some others. Oh, this guy thinks it's going to go down as well. This is the resistance, right? Where it's having a hard time going up any further than this. But once we surpass this resistance, it will likely become the new support. You know, this line here, this support line, this dotted line, you know, generally goes up in this direction, roughly around there. So if we go down, we could bounce back above this resistance zone here, or we could do it, you know, right away. If we pass this line right away, then we're most likely going to turn this resistance into new support. Again, we see, you know, a prediction of it going down before anything. And a lot of these, you know, these candlesticks, these red candlesticks indicate, you know, now that we're going down, we're kind of, you know, going on a downtrend. If those change and start going, you know, into big greens, then we're going to, you know, change the direction. And that's about all I'm going to cover on that. I'm going to try to do a lot of this very quickly. Sometimes it's so easy to get caught up and distracted. So if you look here at the, you know, the latest little bit of the chart, I think it's about a month. We have this almost double top, but, you know, a lot of predictions predicted we were going to go down a lot, you know, sooner. So we're maintaining this this higher trend right now. So it looks like, you know, if this keeps going, we're going to go up, you know, and then surpass that resistance line. So just hold it. One of the, you know, biggest lessons I've learned is to not screw around, not, you know, continuously trade. Holding would have, you know, made me a lot more money. If I would have held in the past year and not done any trading, I would have a lot more money today. So hold on and never let go. Medium here has an article on the BeeToken. So we mentioned a little bit about this yesterday, short-term housing, basically Airbnb on the blockchain. But we're going to go over the BeeToken website a little bit more. So the future of home sharing. People might have two homes. They might want to rent out one of the rooms in their home while their kids are at college, or they might have an extra room in their home. Maybe they go on vacation and would like to make some of that money back by renting their home out when they're gone. Well, this wouldn't have really worked very well before, and we see that with Airbnb. People have a hard time trusting, right? It's very hard to trust someone in your home. But with the blockchain, we can have a rating system, we can have reviews, feedback, blacklists, all on a public ledger. So we can see, it'll be very transparent, this person's history, whether they've done this before, had good feedback, reviews. This will all help this industry a lot more. And asset sharing is something that's moving to the blockchain more and more. So they have this BeeNest. It's the home sharing platform for hosts to list their homes and for guests to find accommodations. BeeNest rewards users with network incentives, commission-free transactions, and security unrivaled in the home sharing industry. Bee protocols. The Bee protocols are a set of Ethereum smart contracts providing developers the tools to rapidly launch new decentralized applications. By utilizing industry-proven Bee protocols, developers can expect faster development cycles, reduced integration costs, and an existing user base. The BeeToken is the cryptocurrency that fuels the BeeNest platform and the Bee protocols. 0% commission. So this is something that's huge because Airbnb mostly all they really do is take commissions. They're not really doing much for helping the people themselves. They're more helping themselves by taking advantage of this and earning commission. This platform's more based for the people, and it has 0 commissions taken by the platform. So a lot of what you're paying when you pay for housing, things like that, is advertising or commissions for the people that have to, even when you rent an apartment, a chunk of your paycheck will go to your superintendent or whoever's collecting your rent. And the blockchain makes this very low cost and almost automatic, where there doesn't need to be people involved manually doing this stuff. Aligned incentives, so tokens distributed through pre-sale and ICO. Security, bank level security through blockchain technology. Trust, transparent practices with immutable feedback. And that's the feedback and trust that we talked about. Here's the roadmap. So it looks like more of a future project. They haven't had their ICO or pre-sale yet, but you can get on the list. And we've seen some other similar projects to this. So it might be worth, comparing them and seeing which one is going to pull through and do the best. Which one stands out and is doing something the rest aren't. That's what I look for. But it might be a token worth investing in. I think it might go somewhere. They're going to need to do a lot of advertising. If so, and with the 0 commissions, it's hard to see how they're going to make money, but I guess we'll have to read their white paper or something like that to find out. If you are interested, you can, look into it more yourself. I tried to put most of the main stuff in the description of this video. So people, are quite active on social media talking about this BeeToken. So a lot of people seem to be interested. Then we have Dioreum token, which we also went over a little bit yesterday. And so they call it Origin token, which is pretty confusing to me, honestly. Dioreum is the company name, I guess. Maybe the underlying technology, and then the token is Origin token. So coins are being produced. Please reserve your space to purchase pre-sale tokens. 77 days, so this one's coming up in a couple months. Has original fiat currency, is issued by sovereign country's central bank or a monetary authority utilizing secure Origin OS system. Origin fiat currency. So it's not a cryptocurrency, I guess. It's a fiat currency. Who knows? Securities and bonds. Governments from central/federal to local municipalities can issue securities and bonds on the Origin's platform. Interesting. DStreamWire open source distributed payments infrastructure with 2 million transactions per second. Fully scalable, built-in Origin OS. Dioreum Exchange. Exchange will be a world-leading institutional-grade token sale platform and cryptocurrency exchange. Interesting. Dioreum Wallet and payment integrator. The versatile hardware system connection which allows merchants, websites, and other trading platforms to take all possible forms of payment as soon as possible. And then the Dioreum Origin card. Load dollars onto your Origin card and use any Bitcoin wallet. Funds are ready to spend in minutes. Monitor and add your card balance with one swipe in the Dioreum Origin card wallet. So they're going to have a card as well. There's white papers coming soon. So this is a project more in the future, so we won't go over it too much. We'll probably have to come back to it in a month or so. Here's their Twitter, and I try to find their official social media if I'm going to, tweet and things like that about them. So if you follow me on Twitter, you can, get contacted with the real deal and see what tokens we are reviewing through our social media posts. We changed our social media handles down below there. They two of them were a little bit mixed up, so we have the right ones there now. And Twitter is what we've been using the most. We are working on getting more content on Instagram and Facebook. There is no time for bullshit when building an empire. Something interesting is this Origin's token logo looked familiar to me, and this is where I've seen it. It's actually one of the official cryptocurrency logos. So they had a contest, this website, to create the official universal cryptocurrency logo, and this is the one that got chosen. This is the winner, and so it's kind of like a lock, a key, meaning security, encryption, right? So it was pretty thought out. Safety. So yeah, that's the official crypto logo, and it's trademarked, so I don't know how they were able to use it for Dioreum, but that's a side note. Maybe, let's see here, because I know that this was created, the people that funded this project, $10,000 prize for that logo, people that funded it had some sort of exchange. It was a couple different companies that got together to fund this because they needed a logo to use on their exchanges and things like that, for cryptocurrencies. Maybe they're going to get into a little bit of branding trouble in the future, Dioreum, because they seem to have, took it, completely copied it. Maybe they bought it. Who knows? Maybe they were one of the people that put up the $10,000 prize. So maybe they kind of own it. But just an interesting side note. Let's see if we see Dioreum here in the companies. So it was Vogo, Gogo, Cryptsy, and nothing about Dioreum. So who knows? Maybe they ended up buying it because it didn't seem to really stick. There's other logos people use for cryptocurrencies a lot. One of them in my logo there, the C almost cent sign. People use that a lot. But the official logo, at least in some people's opinion, is that Dioreum logo. So here, coin market cap. Let's look at some coins and how they're doing. So obviously Bitcoin's doing amazing. I sold a little bit at 16,000, and I don't really regret that because that's 20,000 Canadian, and you have to have milestones, just like you buy in. Average your price when you buy in. I do the same thing when I am trying to cash out. I don't like cashing out at all, but when we're at these high prices, I do a little bit just in case something happened, we went back down. At least I can say I made that money, because if your cryptocurrency, your Bitcoin's worth 17,000 right now, even 20,000, then you can't really go around and say that you made $20,000 until you sell that cryptocurrency and lock it in, right? It could always go down. It's so volatile that you can't really say from one day to another what you can say I've made as of today this much in cryptocurrencies if I sold it today, right? But a lot of people don't sell it today. So if you actually like that price and want to lock it in, sell a bit. Bitcoin Cash doing well. Ethereum doing amazing. $600. It's going to catch back up to Dash maybe, but Dash, Dash is ahead too. Dash isn't waiting for Ethereum to catch up at all. They used to be buddies. Not anymore. They used to hang out in the same spot a lot. Now we see Dash, coming out on top. Ripple, 27, almost 28 cents. That's one of the highest prices that I see Ripple at. So might be a good price to lock in if you don't see any news coming in the future and think things might die down. You can short that and get back in at a lower price maybe. I'm not saying for sure it's never gonna go down, or it's not gonna stay up here. You never know. That's why it's good to lock some in and not all. Litecoin, just, a lot of people are talking about Litecoin. went to the moon. There's no other way to describe that one. NEM doing pretty well, especially for its market cap, half of Ripple. So really it's about the same price as Ripple. Same, wait, no, it's more expensive than Ripple, right? Who knows? We have to really look at how many tokens they have to find that out. So circulating supply here, NEM is a bit less than Ripple, right? So Ripple technically should be worth less. So, you know, if they were the same valued at the same, but they're not, because Ripple is worth twice as much, valued, you know, at twice as much. Monero almost at 300. Monero I have a soft spot for Monero. You know, that's one of the tokens that I did, you know, see for a long time. That was going to do well, and I've been holding it for a long time and waiting a long time for it to get here. So we go way back, me and Monero. But me and Bitcoin go back, you know, even further, as well as Ethereum and Litecoin. I'd have to say actually Ethereum Classic, because that was what I owned before Ethereum. When it forked, you know, the Ethereum I owned turned into Ethereum Classic. I don't even know what Ethereum Classic, why it has value anymore. I don't know what it's used for. That might be something to look into. EOS, $5. How is EOS more expensive than Iota? Is it? $4.95. Iota's $4.68. Yeah. Neo, Populous is at $40. That is mind-blowing. I did buy some Populous. I believe in this company. You know, this is a real lending platform, okay? You can't really be scammed with Populous like you potentially could be with BitConnect. Not saying BitConnect themselves wants to scam you, but they don't follow laws and regulations. So potentially it's a lot riskier to invest in BitConnect than Populous. Populous is a lending platform too. It works on the current system and invoices. So it has a lot of value. If you want to compare it to BitConnect, I'd say this is, you know, the more mature, responsible coin. And so people were asking me what lending platforms they think they should get into. Definitely I would suggest getting into ones like Populous over BitConnect. Yes, I would make more money if I told you to get in BitConnect, but I'm going to tell you the truth. There's other ones, PayPal, that's similar to Populous as well. And then Lisk here is a good token to buy. I think it's way undervalued. Omisi Go, I bought a while ago. This one's been actually very frustrating because I bought it a lot higher than it, you know, sat at for a long time. So, you know, selling Omisi Go at one point for lower than I bought it at, you know, I hate doing that, but I had to diversify. I bought a lot of Omisi Go expecting it to go up, and it just took a long time. Now that it's up around $10 again is a good sign. Okay, moving on. Can't get too distracted, right? Remind me, guys, if I'm getting, you know, too distracted. Stay on track, Keith. So we're going to look at some of these, one of these biggest gainers. I'm going to try to do, you know, a couple videos a week where we check out some of these biggest gainers, because it's a good chance to look into some new coins, as well as we're going to look into some recently added. So we're going to pick one of these biggest gainers, and that one is going to be number one, Gaia. What is Gaia? Well, Gaia, the word Gaia is the ancient name for Earth. And, you know, it's a very spiritual name for Earth. It's actually the spirit of Earth's name. So when you talk about Mother Earth, that is her name. You know, on the side of cryptocurrencies, one of my passions is spirituality. I'm a very spiritual person, and I have a YouTube channel for that. And I'm also into, you know, conspiracies, things like that. Anything that is, you know, going to shake up, you know, the current reality. So our market cap of all cryptocurrencies is a lot higher today than yesterday. Our Bitcoin dominance is going down slightly. I bet you that's because people are moving money out of Bitcoin, maybe into the futures market. That could have something to do with it, as well as people might have saw that Bitcoin was going down and took some money out of it and put it into some other cryptocurrencies to try to protect some of their losses. I did that with Bitcoin Cash, things like that. Their circulating supply, 24 million. Market cap of less than $1 million. It's a very new coin. They don't even have a website. What they have is Bitcoin.org thread. And it's called a signature campaign, right? So it's one way to promote an ICO without actually having a website. You just do a signature campaign. But some scams have done this, and anybody can pay a little bit of Bitcoin and get a signature campaign. And if they're planning on taking people's money, then it's worth, you know, paying a little bit of Bitcoin for this stuff. But Gaia probably isn't here to take our money. It seems like some sort of platform, some sort of software. Cryptopia is where you can get it. And it has some, you know, pumps here, some spikes. Kind of volatile, so if that's your thing. Very low market cap, though. So it's at the Google Play Store. It's an app. And they have a roadmap here. Vote Gaia for BTER. Request Gaia on Poloniex. So they might be coming to Poloniex and BTER, whatever that is. There's a lot of generic images here. You know, someone that wasn't very good at graphic design did this. Someone that's, you know, probably just starting out, learning the stuff as they go, not really paying for anybody to do this for them. So it's kind of like a community project or personal project. But maybe as they start to earn money, they might, you know, make a website and stuff like that, I hope. This is supposed to be their website. And it's blank right now. So, you know, little signs that, you know, might not be good to invest in at this point. We're over halfway through, guys. Sorry about the length. I knew it might have been a good idea, and I'll probably start splitting these up a little bit. Splitting my videos up into, you know, more shorter videos. So here's our recently added Why Buy, Pioneer, Kubera, you know, and when you're here watching us live, you can always request us to look into one of these coins if it catches your eye. So none of these really look that interesting to me. Strike BitClub just catches my attention because it reminds me of BitClub, and we'll see if there's any relation to BitClub or what this is. It's probably a lending platform or something like that. And then I would have looked at Snovio probably after that. We looked at Social Send, BonePay. I think we might have looked at Santa Coin. IoT Chain, interesting. Internet of Technology. Same thing Iota gets its name from. But here's Strike BitClub. And they do have a website. They had a bit of a pump here, almost up to $10. Actually, I think it passed $10. Actually, no, that's Bitcoin. US dollars, it passed around $5, over $5. So 5 times your money you could have made there in a week if you bought at the right point. You can see the volume starting to pick up while that happens. So probably a good sign. But this looks like a pump and dump to me. See where you can get it. You know, a bigger total supply. Not much market cap data yet. It's only on Cryptopia. Cryptopia takes almost any coin. So Strike BitClub. Again, probably a stock photo they used. You can't really take these photos too seriously. And they put their logo on there. So from December, all token investors will receive 20% bonus of their total amounts on a monthly basis and will be paid to investors' wallets at the end of the month. We appreciate your kind support. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us. So all token investors will receive 20% bonus. That's probably tells me that they might have a lending platform. It would seem that that would have been their token sale, but they're already on CoinMarketCap, so probably already done their token sale. Bitcoin satellites. We saw a story, an interview talking about this not too long ago. I think it's on my channel a long time ago, one of the older videos. So here's a coincidence. Bitcoin hit $3,136 per token on the 3,136th day. There's some sort of divine intervention here with Bitcoin, guys. I'm telling you. So, Strike BitClub. Let's go to their website. Maybe we'll see exactly what it is. A global community for cryptocurrency and Forex. Are you ready to cash in on Bitcoin? Start building your wealth with Strike BitClub. Looks like a typical investing platform. You know, they use this generic video that everybody uses on their website when they're too lazy to create their own video. Bill Gates, talking about Bitcoin. So they're using Bitcoin, taking advantage of Bitcoin and the fact that you want to get rich. That's what it seems like to me. There was a recent platform that accepted a lot of different cryptocurrencies like this, called Coinreum, and they did an exit scam. As well as BitPetite, they accepted, a couple different currencies. So, be wary when you see this. This is one of the things that Bitconnect says they want to start trying to do. But when, they're accepting a lot of cryptocurrencies, it almost seems like they just want to take everybody's coins, right? You don't need to have lending of all those coins. So their partner of Strike BitClub are all of these. Probably didn't take much to call them partners. They probably just made accounts there and can call them partners now. But we'll keep our eye open for this. There probably might have been a good ICO to get into. It's $1 right now. Actually, might not have been, because a lot of these lending ICOs, they cost you $1 to buy the tokens in the ICO. So yeah, looks like, you know, almost a Ponzi scheme from right off the bat, right? Which Bitcoin, you know, gives an environment for these to thrive. There's not a lot of regulations with Bitcoin. You're not taking people's fiat dollars, so you're not really a money transmitting company. So we have email here from BitConnect saying that they changed from proof of work to proof of stake, and they sent me the roadmap. I'm sure a lot of people have already looked this over, but I'll just tell you my first reactions, or you know, my feelings from reading this. So January 2018, security and UI improvement. Well, just saying they do a security improvement, you know, why wouldn't they say that? That's going to make people feel more confident, especially with all the people trying to say it's a scam. You know, they almost need to say this, you know, that they're improving the security. They, you know, especially when you're putting big amounts of money in there. So they're hoping that this will help people put more money into it. I'm sure they're slowing down on new people getting in, and you know, the best way to, you know, keep surviving is get existing people to put more money in. Also UI improvement, so just, you know, the visuals, how the site, you know, feels, looks. So they're feature building and adding more security layers in web platform, public and private API for third-party website and service providers, UI improvements. User interface, that's what UI means. So they're going to make it, you know, BitConnect, the website. It's all right for, it's pretty user-friendly, but it could be more user-friendly. Marketing contests and campaigns. This is very exciting. Marketing contests for making marketing video, banner, and blog. I hope it's, you know, a contest for each of these. Online and offline marketing campaign. Yeah, they've been, you know, doing this from the get-go, so that's not much different. So really this marketing contest, that is them taking initiative, taking a step, you know, something they don't have to do, trying to make it fun. I like that. So, and I like that it's coming soon, so we can, you know, maybe try to make a marketing video here. If you have any ideas, let us know. March 2018 volatility algorithm update. Yeah, I'm actually surprised they haven't updated that in a while, if they actually have one, because it would constantly need updates as you learn more about the markets. Education program, cryptocurrency education program for beginner and professional. You know, they could have, if they didn't have one of these to begin with, it would be very easy for them to buy one now with the money they're making, just to, you know, back up their claim and, you know, put people at ease. So if we see them all of a sudden show us their volatility algorithm update, I'll guarantee that they just got it, if we haven't seen it before, which I don't think we have. Education program, cryptocurrency education for beginners and professionals. That's good. That gets new people into cryptocurrencies. Marketing panel, earn rewards for sharing educational videos, photos, and contents on top social networks. So I'm interested to see how that's going to work. The panel might just be like a bounty system. Decentralized fiat exchange. Decentralized cryptocurrency exchange for BTC and BCC. So they're going to create their own decentralized exchange where you can buy, you know, BitConnect coin with US dollars, which helps a huge, you know, new group of people get involved. There's a lot of people, you know, that were, what's stopping them from getting into something like this is they don't know how to buy Bitcoin. They've never done it. They're not comfortable with it, not familiar with it. So they're just putting it off. With fiat currencies, I'm glad they didn't do this right away, because it helped to teach people how to use cryptocurrencies, those that, you know, would take that step. But at this point, the people that are willing to learn how to use Bitcoin to get in have, and now they need to open it up to a new group of people. This is all good stuff. This is very promising. BitStore, they're gonna, you know, I think this is just, you know, them throwing ideas out there that's not really practical. You know, it probably, you know, what does a store have to do with BitConnect? It doesn't have anything to do with BitConnect, other than the fact that you can spend your BitConnect there. But the whole point of BitConnect is a lending platform. But I see that they're trying to create things beside the lending platform to make it so BitConnect, the name, the company, is not just known for being a lending platform / Ponzi scheme. If they can, you know, legitimize it with more different things, cryptocurrency related things, you know, that's good. That's very good. It helps, you know, keep BitConnect here to stay and not have as many people attacking it and trying to destroy it. New investment opportunities. So they're going to add new cryptocurrencies. I don't really like to see that. Yeah, it, you know, it makes things interesting, but, you know, if I was, you know, about to leave, you know, to exit, or not saying this is going to happen, but if I was, or I was losing, you know, new money, so that I saw the platform was, you know, going to fail, did the math, it's going to fail coming here in the next couple months because we don't have enough new members, then I would add new tokens, see if that would help things. If it might just, you know, delay things, so now they'll have new money coming in, but eventually the same thing will happen. So hopefully they add them over time slowly. That could give BitConnect a longer lifeline for sure. But again, you got to wonder, are they just trying to take all of our money now because they know that it's not going to last for very much longer? That's, you know, one of the questions that comes to mind there. Probably not the case, but then they're going to have feature building, so more user interface improvements, annual ceremony, and then partnerships are going to partner with merchant sites and service providers. You know, whatever they put at the end here, you know, it's probably the thing that they think is the hardest. They're like, okay, we'll put that way down there so we don't have to worry about it for a while. You know, partnering is kind of the hardest thing to do because you have to deal with people. People have to approve of your business model and what you do, and publicly, you know, approve of you, publicly promote you. So, you know, some big companies might not be willing to do that. Any of these other things you can do very easily with the amount of money they're making. Not easily. It's going to take them some work, and it's going to take them some work, and that is one thing I give BitConnect credit for, is they're hard workers. They know how to fix problems, and all of this stuff just shows me that BitConnect isn't going anywhere, and that it's still worth investing in. And that's probably what they're trying to get at with this, right? So they did what they set out to do. You know, they probably spent a lot of money on this roadmap just to give you the feeling of you know, comfort, confidence, the feeling that they're here to stay. And we definitely leave with that feeling. Here is the roadmap from last year. So let's see if they followed through with everything they said. Yes, 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 yes. Took them longer to do this, I think. It ended up being hit BTC. Yes, I think. Yeah, it's not there anymore, though, because it's proof of stake, not proof of mining. Meaning that, you know, people were mining Bitconnect coins in the beginning. And that was probably one of the most profitable ways to, you know, to take advantage of this platform that only the insiders probably really knew about and did. So that was one of the ways that they made probably a lot of money in the beginning, jump-started the platform. Now they're not creating new coins as easy. They're basically letting people that hold existing coins to get the new coins that come into circulation, right? Proof of stake. So you have to stake your coins for a certain amount of days, hold them in a special wallet for you to get, you know, certain percentages, probably like 20% a year. And so, thought I turned my phone off. But so, basically what that does is that, that makes the community more incentivized to hold their money in Bitconnect coin, kind of, you know, ensuring that it doesn't go down. And it's probably a good time to do this because you saw, you know, this huge spike in Bitconnect in the past. But is that really sustainable? Can we keep doing that going into the future, or are people going to start cashing out once they, you know, get their initial investment back? So this is how they ensure people keep their money in the coin, and the price keeps going up because you know, they're rewarding people now more when they stake, I guess. So I think they did a lot of this stuff. They did the blockchain conference, service provider, I'm not too sure about, promotions, web staking wallet, aggressive marketing campaign, yeah, partnership with merchant sites. So they had the exact same thing. Look at this. They had the exact same thing last year's roadmap at the end, right? This is the hardest thing. Like I said, they didn't even do it last time. They moved it to the end of next year. So, you know, I had to do that. Sorry for, you know, this dragging on, but, you know, I like to compare things and give you perspective, you know. Just reading that roadmap doesn't really tell you too much. Obviously, you're going to leave feeling the way they want you to feel. You have to ask these types of questions. So I'm here in one of my Bitconnect accounts. By the way, if you use our link down below to sign up, if you already have an account, you can still do this, make a new account with our referral, and we'll give you 5% back instantly. Basically, most of what we get for commissions we'll give you back. And also another reason that's good to be on our team is we will help you succeed, and if you ask us any question, we'll answer it and help you to either become a content creator to get affiliates, or just help you succeed any way we can, sharing your stuff, any of that kind of thing. You're on our team once you use our link. And I will be honest with you, like I already have. So what I'm doing with Bitconnect right now is I'm taking all of my earnings and putting them into Bitconnect. Especially right now, Bitconnect's a bit lower, but I do expect Bitconnect to go up in value. So I did the math, and if you hold your money in Bitconnect, you make more money than you do lending it out. Also, it's good to keep it in Bitcoin because Bitcoin goes up over time. So don't keep it here in US dollars in your lending wallet. Always try to transfer that out or reinvest it. What I think is smart is to get your initial investment back, like I'm doing, and then start reinvesting so that you've taken all the risk out and it's pure profits that you're now working with. So I'm almost there. One of my accounts, I'm probably there. And then what I'm also going to do is have a separate account, maybe a couple $100 in there, and then just, you know, something that I can afford to lose, and then just keep reinvesting everything from that. So I'll test out a couple different methods. But I've been with BitConnect for about 4, maybe 5 months now, and probably a good 4 months, and I've just earned my initial investment back. But mind you, I waited, you know, I invested half of it a month later. So I suggest whatever you're going to invest all at once right off the beginning, because if you wait, you're just going to make it take a lot longer for you to get your initial investment back, if that's what you're trying to do, is get that back as soon as possible. I'm going to cut this video short here. We're going to look at some ICOs, but I think it's a little bit long, so we'll do this in a separate video. So I hope you enjoyed it. You know, leave your comment with your Ethereum wallet, Bitcoin Cash wallet, and we will give you $15. I'm still going to go send, as soon as this video is over, I'm going to go send Jessie her $15 in Ethereum. I think if it was a Bitcoin wallet, I'll send $10. If it was Ethereum or Bitcoin Cash, I'll send $15. Trying to incentivize you guys to send your Bitcoin Cash wallets and Ethereum wallets, so I don't have to pay the huge fees with Bitcoin. So we'll see you later. I might do a stream this evening. We'll see how things go.
Take a break.